Hello. There's this thing that is trending about the Russian guy who has come to Kenya and apparently decided to harvest our women. And it reminds me of the concept that has been trending online, especially in the red pill community, that desire cannot be bought. It's either it's genuinely there or it's not. And time again, one of the things that I've been wishing is that our father taught us this, but they never taught us this. So most of the time, as men, we've been put in places where we have to work. We have to work to get a woman's attention, basically trying to play the nice guy. And while you're playing the nice guy and doing all these things, making sacrifices and going out of your way, there is that man that she desires, that she's willing to drop her principles, to drop all the hurdles and make it easy for that man to access her. I've been in the corporate world, and I've also seen this thing play in office, whereby that guy, there is always a guy that your female colleague has a soft spot towards. And that guy will come into the office, will even get a hug, will even get to hold her waist and even hold hands. Like, you can see this cheekiness around, especially when they're together. Sometimes they can even walk home together and all that. You see, there is a bond that you can say, maybe there is something here or not. And then there is this other guy who is not the popular guy. And most of the time, he doesn't know that it has taken maybe desire and affection from the lady's part to allow that other colleague whom they are friends with to be able to allow that male colleague to have proximity to her. And so this other guy comes in and thinks that's the culture of the office. So he holds the lady, or tries to flirt around with the lady, and immediately it's a HR case. It's a HR case because this woman didn't like him, sorry. And so, as men, one of the things you need to know is that never ignore frustration at the point when you're pursuing a woman. Frustration is an indication of the desire that lady has for you. If she's putting up a lot of boundaries, putting up a lot of walls, putting up a lot of tests for you to get to her, and tests may look like sometimes you call her, she doesn't pick your call within the first 3 minutes, or even after she receives the call, maybe later on, or returns the call, she tells you why she did not pick. Or she tells you why she did not pick. Or maybe when you call and the call goes unanswered, she doesn't bother to call you back. That should be an indicator of something. The desire levels are not there, because I've been also in those times when I was in relationship. I could see it. If she likes you, she wants to be there with you. She will even update you on the things she's doing. If she goes to the salon, she can even take a video and share it with you. She can tell you even when she's going through her periods. She can tell you when she feels frustrated. She can tell you, she can talk to you even when she's cooking dinner and all that, because there is genuine burning desire. And she'll also in the same way want to know about your life, want to know about your things. She will even be interested to know even the simple things as the color of boxers that you like, because genuine desire is there. But for us men, we were taught that when you see a woman frustrating you at the point of pursuit, she means you need to go harder. She's playing hard to get. My friend, that is not the case. It is not the case. Basically, and I'm not going to rule out every case. There have been cases where the woman has played like that, but because she likes the guy, she just wants to see the seriousness. But she will not do that for the longest time to keep the guy always chasing. You get? So the reason why I'm talking about this is that as men, we one of the things that we were not taught is how to study a woman. And the funny thing, the Bible talks about it. I think in First Peter, Second Peter, that you deal with women according to understanding. And anytime you see the word understanding, it means acquisition of knowledge and understanding principles. You get. And if you follow some of the videos that I've shared on my channel concerning the stories of Ruth and even Abigail and Micah, David and Micah, David and Abigail, and also the Ruth and Boaz and all that. One thing you realize, and even if you look at Genesis chapter 26, you see Rebecca, even though Abraham had sent Eliezer to go and look for a wife for Isaac. You can see even when Rebecca sees Isaac, there was desire, like she liked the guy, So one of the things you need, we were not taught, is how to study a woman's nature, and that should be your responsibility. The moment you decide to study about your purpose, to study about any other skill, make sure you also empower yourself with regards to things to do with relationship, because I tell you, we are failing in this area simply because we were taught the wrong things, and we were programmed by Akina Neo and Akina Asha, just to like always be simping for the woman, or Bruno Mars coming and telling us that somehow catch a grenade for the woman and all that. But the reality of life is this: even to the wife that you've married, for those men who are married, if you die today, if she's still in her prime, she's still attractive. Even if she has two kids later, she can get married to another man, and everything that you've worked hard for will shift hands to another person. That's the reality of life, and that's why we are told I remember the words of Jesus, that we work towards building our treasures in heaven and not here on earth, where moth and rust can eat them, because that's the reality of life. So with that understanding, you will stop holding these people with such a high regard and such I'm lacking the words to put it, but looking at them from a point of they can never make any mistake, or they are too perfect to make mistake. No, they are human beings. And they are sometimes driven by emotions, and sometimes they're driven by feelings, and that's their nature. If you find a woman who has learned to govern her feelings and her emotions, I'm telling you, please buy her a kilo of cake. Just buy her a kilo of cake, because they are very rare. They are very rare. So what I'm saying is this: as a man, know that, number one, the dating market is rigged against you. Number two, relationships have been built and programmed to work against you. So when you have this in mind, at the end of the day, even getting a woman, it's a risk. And so what you need to do to mitigate this risk is to gain knowledge and understanding to understand their nature. So once you gain knowledge and understanding to understand their nature, then you know how you're going to deal with them. Because you can have the most beautiful woman according to your standards, because beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. You can have the most beautiful woman, and she can leave you because she didn't feel loved. She can leave you because she didn't feel like going along with the relationship. She can also decide to leave you because of a simple misunderstanding. It has happened a lot. She can leave you because she misinterpreted what you say, and there's nothing you can do about it, my friend. If you don't know your value, if you don't know your purpose, if you don't know your calling, if you don't know where you're going with where you're going in life, you will spend lots of days mourning about this issue. You will spend lots of days mourning over this issue, instead of understanding that, okay, she has decided to go. I am not the bad person. If you know very well you didn't do a mistake, genuinely you didn't do a mistake, you will stop crucifying yourself because of the choices that she's decided to make. And so when you have this in mind, you'll understand that the most important thing that you need to hold on to is to your purpose, is to your goals, is to where you're going. And you need to understand that you'll need to choose a woman who chooses you, because the woman who chooses you, I'm telling you, sometimes even when you go out for dates, she will be willing to pay for the dates without feeling anything, without making you feel like less of a man. She will pass by the market, get a shoe that fits you, Get a shot that she envisions that you look good in it, and bring it to you. Like, there will be an equal exchange of love and value and all that. But when you are told standards, like, you are given unrealistic standards, like, if you don't pay for me, I'm not going to come. If you don't do this, I'm not going to do the other and the other. Trust you me, that same woman, if you find her with the man that she desires or she likes, my friend, she will not put such roadblocks on. So when you have this understanding, you will know that frustrations are an indication that you are not the best choice. Most probably, they are an indication that you are not the best choice. So when you understand this, you collect your baggage, you collect yourself, and you just walk away. You see, the ladies whom the Russian the Russian man has managed to oh God, it's so sad. It is so sad, but it's very educative. The ladies whom the Russian man has decided to kind of spend time with them. One thing that you can notice with from 95% of the women in those videos, they were willing to let go of their guards very quickly. And I'm sure, based on and this is called the post-colonial effect, whereby we think that the white man has money and they have all the solutions to our problems. I'm telling you, I've seen broke white men. If you come to Mombasa and you go to towns like Tuapa, you'll even see some selling omena. You'll see some who are just walking around because they met the wrong woman and they were stripped of their life earnings and everything. They were stripped of everything. They're just normal human beings who are now living below the poverty line because of just the wrong decision. So if you look at those ladies, number one, that mindset of the white man is the rescue is still there, and it convinces me and also confirms the previous cases that we've had where a white man walks into the country who looks like Jesus, the white Jesus that you were shown, and people already go to the streets and begin to call him Jesus. Yeah, the white savior mentality. And it shows itself again with this Russian guy. He comes in and you can see there is even a lady who was pursuing the guy. You remember that young lady who was just waving from the side, like inviting him to pursue her. But I'm sure for the Kenyan man or the African man, accessing such a lady, you'll have to walk through hurdles. You'll have to climb Mount Everest, swim through Lake Bogoria, in order to get her. But he got an easy way with them. So as a man, take time, understand the nature of women. If you don't pick up the lessons that have been demonstrated through this Russian man, then you'll remain a fool for life. As Jacob Elliott tells us, as Rich Cooper of Unplugged normally tells us, you can never buy a woman's desire. You will never buy a woman's desire. It's either genuinely there or it's not. And when you understand this, then you cut yourself loose from the grip of simping. Being with a woman is a choice. The woman being with you is a choice. The two of you choosing to stay together is a choice. And either can decide to leave. Marriages do end, I'm telling you. Relationships do break. But if your purpose was the woman, if you left your purpose and you decided that the purpose is the woman, my friend, ushaisikia Dust University. Dust University will never be full. And even with this information going out, there are still other students who will enroll into Dust University, and we'll be here to remind them of the same thing. So this is Life Mastery. I'll see you on the next one. And as a man, remember one thing: develop knowledge. As the Bible says, deal with them according to understanding. Make sure you read as much books, listen to as much podcasts, spend time even with men who have been divorced and those who are in marriage. And you learn a thing or two and decide if whether you want to pursue that path of pursuing a woman who doesn't desire you, or you will look for the genuine burning desire. I'll see you on the next one.